It's time for OTV Top 10.
This is Akanksha. You're listening to OTV Top 10. Today is the 6th of January and here are the top news of the day. Even as Odisha continues to witness a sudden spurt in the number of COVID-19 cases for the last 2 days, state health authorities on Thursday hinted at a further rise in the infections in the coming days. Health Director Vijay Mahapatra today said that the state is likely to see a spurt of COVID-19 growth rate within some days. This is what Vijay Mahapatra had to say on the matter.
आगामी दिन में आउरी बढ़िबो आपण देखंतु ट्रेंड अलगा जगह रे जो बळिया भी बढ़िछि हमर भी से बळिया बढ़ुछि ट्रेंड निश्चय भाव रे अधिका हबो हमर खाली गोटे काम हला हमें जदि आ भितर वर्तमान पर्यंत सेते सिवियरिटी रो जिंस नाही कि जदि सिवियरिटी हबो हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन हबो सरकार को तरफ से व्यवस्था जारी रहिछि गोटे जिंस कहबी वैक्सीनेशन कथा सर्वेलेंस कथा हमर ट्रीटमेंट फैसिलिटी बढ़ेवा कथा सरकार को तरफ जो गुडा भी नुआ औषध आसीबो सरकार को निर्देश रहिछि सेतरा प्रक्रिया चलिछि सब जगह रे एटा रो ट्रांसमिशन बढ़िबार चांस अछि तेणु ट्रांसमिशन केमिति कमेबा सेटा हमर प्रथम जिंस आईसीएमएन को तरफ वर्तमान 2-3 दिन हला अप्रूवल आसिला आपण भलो भाबरे जानछन्ती अप्रूवल परे तार प्रोसेस लागे प्रोक्योरमेंट आपण तो जाई कि हम बाजार किनि परिबानी प्रोक्योरमेंट प्रोसेस चलछि सरकार सेटिपति चेष्टित अछन्ती व्यवस्था करा हो.
With the rapid rise in the number of new COVID infections and the threat of Omicron variant, which as per experts has the potential to trigger the third wave of COVID-19, the Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation on Thursday delimited more areas of the capital city as micro-containment zones. One place each in Nayapalli and Bhimpur areas and 2 places in Sri Kshetra Vihar area have been declared containment zones. As per BMC order, plot number LIG 118 in Nayapalli Brit Colony under ward number 38 and plot number 252 by 2699 in Bhimpur area under unit 6 in ward number 46 have been marked as micro-containment zones. Similarly, 2 flats including flat number A by 2303 and B by 1204 in Sri Kshetra Residency in Aigenia area under ward number 49 have also been added to the containment zone list. Odisha recorded the highest single day jump in COVID-19 cases in over 5 months on Thursday as 1,897 persons including 258 children from the age group of 0 to 18 years tested positive for the virus. This is the second day in 2022 that the state has recorded over 1,000 new infections. Odisha had last crossed the 1,000 mark in a single day with 1,041 cases in August 18, 2021 as per the data revealed by the State Information and Public Relations Department. On Wednesday, the state had reported 1,216 COVID-19 cases while 680 new cases were detected on Tuesday and 424 on Monday. Among the new infections today, 1,106 quarantine cases, while 791 are local contacts, informed the INPR department. The centre has decided to set up 157 new medical colleges in the country to strengthen the health infrastructure in India. Union Minister Bharti Pawar said these projects are hit by issues like the availability of land. The minister said the central government has given a priority to backward classes and we are working there. The minister added saying, we are establishing 157 new medical colleges. The government will increase the number of AIIMS to 22 from 6. These are time-bound projects, but in many states, these projects are facing issues. In some states, these projects are pending because of the unavailability of land. Work stops for a period of 1 to 2 years. The Supreme Court on Friday will hear a plea seeking a thorough investigation into the breach in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's security in Punjab and ensuring there is no such event in the future. A bench headed by Chief Justice N.V. Raman took note of the senior advocate Maninder Singh's submission that a serious breach in the Prime Minister's security took place in Firozepur, Punjab on Wednesday. It led to the stalling of his cavalcade in Bhatinda. After that, the Prime Minister returned from the pole-bound state without attending any event including a rally. 6 factory workers died and 22 others were hospitalized after they inhaled toxic fumes leaking from a chemical tanker parked near a factory in Gujarat's Surat district early Thursday morning. The workers were in the dyeing factory located in such an industrial area when the incident took place, Surat Municipal Corporation in charge Chief Fire Officer Basant Parikh informed. The fire department received a call around 4:25 am which said that at least 25 to 26 workers fell unconscious after inhaling the toxic fumes coming out of the chemical tanker parked on a roadside near the factory and were rushed to the new civil hospital. The second test match between India and South Africa is wonderfully poised with an intriguing day 4 awaiting at the Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg on Thursday. After getting bowled out by 266 in their second innings, India has set a tricky target of 240 runs for the hosts. In reply, the Proteas have made a positive start and were 118 for 2 at stumps on day 3. Rassie van der Dusen was unbeaten on 11, with captain Dean Elgar on 46 not out as the home side looked to level the series after losing the first test in Pretoria, with South Africa needing 122 runs to win, and with 8 wickets still in the bank, the hosts have a slight advantage. However, despite the solid start, the hosts will face a formidable task as it is expected that the wicket will continue to prove increasingly difficult to bat on. Star batter Jemimah Rodrigues was on Thursday dropped from the 15-member Indian women's cricket squad announced for the ICC ODI World Cup to be held in New Zealand from March 4 to April 3. Veteran Mithali Raj will lead the side with Harmanpreet Kaur as her deputy. The side also includes veterans Smriti Mandhana, Jhulan Goswami and the young Shafali Verma among others. However, Rodrigues and the all-rounder Shikha Pandey have been ignored from the side due to lack of form. Rodrigues failed to hit the double-figure mark during the last year in all the international assignments she was part of. Pandey has been similarly off-color. Afghanistan's Taliban regime has said that it will not allow fencing by Pakistan in any form along the Durand line, issuing a stern warning to Islamabad amid escalating tensions between the neighboring countries on the contentious issue of border fencing, a media report said. Maulavi Salona Sangin, the commander of the Taliban, said there'll be no fencing anymore. Sangin's sharp reaction comes following Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi's comments earlier this week when he said this issue would be resolved peacefully through diplomatic channels. Acclaimed actor Rajkumar Rao is all set to star in a biopic by Shrikant Bola, the 29-year-old visually impaired industrialist who did not let his adversity come in the way of making it to Massachusetts Institute of Technology and then starting Bolan Industries with funding from Ratan Tata. Born into a family of farmers in Machilipatnam, Andhra Pradesh, Bola took the state government to court when, citing his disability, he was not allowed to pursue the science stream after he cleared his class 10 exams. He not only won the case but also topped his school in class 12, and though he was not admitted into IIT coaching classes, he got into MIT, becoming the first international visually impaired student to be able to do so. That's it for today. For news in detail, visit odishatv.in, Odisha's premier destination for news updates in English. This is Akanksha signing off.